Hey. Well, welcome
Hello.
to the stage. Another big winner.
I pass out. I'm just kidding.
Hey.
Hi, Boston. How you doing? Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I haven't done this yet,
This
so
is
I'm really
welcome to the
excited
scrum.
get to. Yeah, you're all very excited. I can see that. Yeah, very quiet. Okay.
They're great.
Yeah.
Saraya, Nick Hausman, Wrestling Inc.
Hi.
Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.
Obviously, huge night for you.
Yeah.
Physically, how are you feeling after returning to action, and how often can we expect to see you wrestling going forward?
Yeah, so I feel fantastic, and the wonderful thing about, Tony really takes care of us, like down to a T. He was like, "I'm not gonna let you get back in the ring until you're officially like 100% ready to go." And I was like, "I promise you, I got this. Like, I promise you." So we did MRIs, we did CT scans, we did X-rays, and my neck was just 100% ready to go. And I was shocked. I was like, "Well, I didn't realize it'd be 100%," but we got there. And the thing is that again with Tony too, is like he's very understanding when it comes to injuries and stuff like that. So he said, I want to take it slow coming back. I don't want to rush back in like I did, the last time where it's just a lot of work straight away. And he was just so understanding. Like, I really appreciate him. So yeah, so I'm happy that I got to do this in AEW too. I've been wanting to come here for a long time. So I feel like just very, very cool that I got to do that here today. Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, Raya, Brad from TV Sports
Good to
Montreal.
see you.
How much training did you have time to do, especially bumping since October 31st and tonight?
Yeah. So luckily, I got to go home to the UK recently, and we did some training there, which was, training with my family is always a plus. That's where I started. And I got to go to the Santino Bros ring in California. Jungle Boy actually offered me his ring too, but I didn't get to go around there. But I will be going back there and asking him to use his ring and stuff. So I did a lot of training. I didn't try and do like 100% like bumping around until I knew my neck was like 100% okay. And then it was like an everyday thing. Like I even had a signing and I had to cancel it. So I was like, no, I have to focus on this, as 100% like in on this. So it did take a lot. And I know like even in the match today, like I am rusty. It's been 5 years and I try to give 110%, and I feel like I did do that. I gave as much as I could. And, working with Britt she's a star, she's an absolute star. She helped me a lot. And so, long story short, I had to work out a lot and I'm going to continue to do so. Yeah.
Hi, Bill Pritchard, WrestleZone.com. There's been a lot of talk in preparation, obviously, really going into the match and training. Are there any sort of protocols you have to follow following a match just to, see where your neck and general health is at afterwards to kind of look towards the next one? Yeah.
So the doctors are fantastic here too. Again, they were also the ones that was like, we need to go to outside doctors too, just to like be 100% ready to go. So before the match, they worked on my neck, they heated it, they put those pads on, those electric pad things, and then they doing all the pressure point stuff. And they said, we'll do this every single time that you're here, even when you're not wrestling, And then afterwards, they came up and checked on me to make sure I was okay. They, massaged it a little bit. They felt it around just to make sure everything was good. I was like, I promise you guys, I'm so good. But everyone is just so, overly cautious. They want to be, but just know I'm 100% fantastic. And I feel good. So I'm happy.
Questions? John Pollock over here.
Hi.
Sorry, I just want to know how you felt coming out of Wednesday's show with the segments with you and Britt, and coming in with this crowd tonight. Did you feel the story was going to be it's Saraya's comeback match, or that here's the outsider coming in to take on one of the big, homegrown stars? How did you feel coming in?
Yeah. So, Britt, again, was the first ever signee here in AEW. Like, she has built this division, so I totally understand that. And yeah, I was an outsider coming in, but it was just more between like me and Britt. It was just such a special moment for like us two. And I just felt like I'm stepping out of character a little bit here, but I just feel like, with Britt, she really carried me throughout this whole thing. Like truly, like she's an absolute pro. Like I was rusty when it came to promos and stuff like that. And I felt like we delivered a really good in-ring promo. And then the next week, she just did this beautiful baby face where I was like, oh man, this is gonna be tough. That's why I was just like, with me and her, there's no real heel and face. You just cheer for who you want to cheer for. You either cheer for the homegrown talent, or you cheer for the girl that comes back from a career-ending injury. You know.
Mike? Hi, I'm Mike Johnson, BWInsider.com.
Hello.
Obviously you've been through a lot the last couple of years. I want to ask you emotionally, what was that whirlwind like from the time you walked out to the time you knew the match was done and you were feeling physically good?
By the time the match was going, I was like, thank gosh, but no, walking out, this is the most nervous I've ever been in my career because I want to give 110%. And I know like in AEW, like I felt like I had to step up my wrestling game, because wrestlers like everywhere are fantastic, but I feel like the caliber of AEW women's wrestling is just so high. And I'm like, man, like, we have Tony and we have, Jamie Hayter on the show today. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, please go before them, because they're just so good. They're so fun. All the women here are so good. So yeah, I had a lot of emotions like, okay. And also I feel like there was a lot of eyes on the match too, because a lot of eyes, like even non-wrestling fans, and so there was just a lot of focus on this show. And I was like, man, I don't want to let anybody down. I don't want to let Tony down. He's giving me this opportunity and I'm so happy. But yeah, but we got through it. And once we got done, I was like, okay, I can like relax for a second, But yeah, I'm just over the moon. I can't believe I had my first match back. I never thought this would happen in my life.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Last question?
What else?
Hey, so we have John Alba podcast team. The essence of pro wrestling is when the fans feel the performers and the performers feel the fans
Yeah.
in return. And that was something that you didn't get to experience for a long time. It looked
Yeah. Oh
like
my gosh.
you might never feel that again. So how meaningful was that for you to have that opportunity to form that connection once more?
To have that adrenaline rush again, that feels fantastic. You always miss that. So I'm saying wrestlers never retire because we miss that adrenaline rush too much. So yeah, like after being out for like 5 years and like I was sitting on my ass for like 2 years and I didn't want to be, I wanted to do stuff, but I couldn't. So, as soon as Tony gave me the call, he was just like, we're going to do this. And he got me so excited. And I was like, I haven't felt this way about wrestling in so long. Like, I'm really excited to get I'm really excited to come here. And we're just, all guns blazing was like fantastic. And then to actually like get the clearance and just being like, what the heck? Like, what is happening? Like my dreams are coming true right now. This is fantastic. So it's definitely a whirlwind of emotion. I was extremely like anxious the whole day today. And like the last 3 weeks, actually, I've been like very, very anxious. I was nervous going into this promo in the ring and I was like, I have to make up for the first promo I did because I feel like I didn't 100% deliver. So I had pressure with that one, but then also with the match too. So there was so many emotions, but I can come out of it just being like, I'm so happy with the way it turned out. I'm really pleased.
Last question, William?
Hi, Saraya. Congrats on the return match tonight. This is kind of the debut on a big stage for Saraya. You obviously wrestled as Paige in WWE. Kind of talk to me about reintroducing yourself to the mainstream audience inside the ring, while also bringing new elements with your name now being Saraya.
It feels so good to be myself. Like that's so important. Is that like when I'm here, I don't feel like a product. I feel like I feel like me, and that's all I've wanted to feel like. And I like just having that freedom to be myself is so great. I know that I'll start getting more character stuff out there eventually, but right now I'm excited to just be Saraya and just having my name out there. And I'm surprised when I debuted, so many people knew my name because I thought like as soon as my name popped up on the Titantron, I was just like, no one's gonna know who the heck I am, But it was so receptive, and the crowd was just absolutely ballistic, and man, it just feels good. And then when I saw my name trending for the first time as Saraya, I was like so proud. I was like, oh my gosh, Saraya is trending. Yeah, it made me feel good. So thank you as well for letting me keep my name.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Saraya.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. He's the man right here. He's the man.